I'm going to show you how you can create your own warm-up ideas like the ones here in this project that I have made for the Google AI Fellowship. So each of these are a warm-up idea game that has been built using Google Gemini and also Canvas. So for example, this Noggle one, it is a warm-up idea game with two parts, a whole number or a decimals, and it just generates different numbers that kids can use in a Noggle sense type game. And if you scroll down, it's got sort of a how to play and then also some teaching ideas on there as well. So to add another layer in, I thought it would be helpful to show you how you can create your own ideas like these ones or like any other ideas for any other curriculum area that you can use with your students in your classroom. So I'm going to head to Google Gemini and I have got mine open here. I've got my tools. I'm going to click Canvas and then I'm going to sort of give a little prompt about who I am first of all. So I am a teacher in New Zealand looking to make a mathematics game for warm-up lessons. I need it to be in a format, code to be copied to a Google site. Now the first thing I do want to mention is that all of the games that I have built here have been put into a Google site. So this is a Google site that I have put together where all the games can be copied from and into. So these are all the embedded code that you can copy into, created with Google Gemini into a Google site. So that's the first thing, is that you need to have something that you can copy it into. If I just change to a blank Google site here, what you need is the embed code. So you need to be able to have your embed HTML code, which you put your game into here. So if you were to create something and put it somewhere else, you do need the embed code to be able to capture it and make it work. So that's the first thing in your prompt there. You want to be able to say where it's heading to. So I need it to be in a format to be copied to a Google site. Can you create me a random number picker warm-up game that I can use? It should have 3 levels, so numbers to 20, numbers to 50, and numbers to 100. Each of those should be an option. I would like it to generate a number randomly, like a flashcard that the teacher can use in her lessons. Please make it pink themed. So I've sort of given a little bit about what I'm wanting it to look like and the color. So of course you could have it anything. You don't even have to prescribe the color. I like to have it because obviously everything on my site of maths games is pink. You can suggest something else. And then I'm going to click submit. And it's going to take some time to put something together to create what I'm needing. Now it's going to go through a whole lot of stuff, and for this part I'm just going to sit and wait. I'm not going to do anything. It is going to sort it all out for me. I'm just going to sit and wait. I can scroll down and I can see down here on the side, I'm like, cool, I think it's ready, perfect. I'm going to come up to share, and that's where I'm going to be able to get the copy of the contents to be able to take that HTML if I do want to have a look at what it will look like in my Google site. So it's got all of my code and content here. I have no idea what this means. I am not a specific mathematician, and I wouldn't be able to explain this to you either. So it's going to create this beautiful code here. I'm going to copy this contents over to my embed, and I'm going to click next, and then it's going to give you a preview of what it's going to look like. So I'm just going to make this a little bit bigger here, scroll this over. Perfect. I'm going to actually make it a little bit smaller actually. There we go. That looks a little bit better. And I can preview it by putting my Google site in. I've got my numbers to 50. I'm going to click generate. So just going to generate me random numbers up to 50. It's very quickly made me this game that I can insert and have as part of my Google site warm-up activities. Now, of course, if I wanted to change it, I can come back to my code here and I can actually change different aspects of it about it. So that looks great. Could you now make it with 4 options? So including numbers to 1,000 as an option. So I've said I want 4 options now, so I want to change it a little bit. I just want to make sure it's still the same thing. It's going to do its whole new thing here. And it's even prompting me. It's saying, would you like to try adding more visual effects or maybe a feature that keeps track of previously generated numbers? I love that idea. Can you add in the feature to keep track of previously generated numbers? Maybe they can be noted down the bottom of the screen somewhere so that teachers can visually keep track. So that's what I love about this, is that it's very intuitive. It's also going to take what you need. Like any good prompts, you have to be specific about what you're wanting. And if you're wanting something else, to change the look, something else, you do need to be specific about that. And I am not a pro at this, but this is just something that I have got very excited about, to be able to share these ideas with teachers so that you also could make your own game as well. Let's have a look at that back in our Google site. So I'm going to exit that. I'm going to edit my code. I'm going to click next. Let's see if it has changed. Perfect. So now I have got my 4 here, and it's got this previously generated numbers down the bottom there. So it's going to keep track of my list of 10. That's what it was sort of noting for me, and then each one sort of moves along as it generates a new one. But I think this looks great. I would customize my Google site, and then I would of course publish this for different teachers or my students to play if I wanted them to have access to this. But you can really create anything you like here with your Google Gemini and your Canvas account, and create something, for literacy, writing, social studies, anything really. And it just really explores your options for engagement, for creativity. And yeah, I really hope that this idea has helped you, this tutorial has helped you, and I would love to see some of the creations that you create for your classroom as well.